What's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? Yo, DJ Wish Doctor made that track. Y'all need to hit him up. That track is dope. I got a special guest here with me today, even though he doesn't want to be, but he does it because he loves me. Okay, okay. We'll be going over the Pop the Balloon review. I know our Let Them, they're over there monetizing people and stuff like that. We're over there supporting them, but they don't want to support us anymore. We're supporting them. But it is what it is. They have this Pop the Balloon series by this show called The Last Talk Show. And it's funny. It's funny. I love it. Let me just look right here. What's interesting about this one is how this one is based out of Atlanta, and it's usually an older crowd. So it's just funny to see how people are so picky when they're young, but then they so picky that they stay single even when they get older. Right? When you get older. And it's also amazing to see how these people are still, like I said, they're still single. They're still single because they won't pitch perfect, and nothing is freaking pitch perfect. Nothing. So, I mean, I'm just waiting on my guest to come. Oh my gosh. Where does my StreamYard just go? Oh my god. That's not it. No, 1 second, y'all. This is. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Boom. 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 So everybody's here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Like I had said, I have a special guest with me today. Hopefully he don't start doing some weird stuff, because I noticed when he's on camera, he's doing a little weird things, you know. Whatever. We're gonna go over Pop the Balloon. Pop the Balloon review. So I just want you guys to welcome to the screen for the second time in our 2-year relationship thus far, my sexy young stallion husband. Everybody give it up for Joseph. Woo! Hi, Joseph. Ain't nobody here because you don't know children, but they'll be here. They'll be here later. So we're gonna watch some Pop the Balloon. We're gonna review some Pop the Balloon, and we're gonna have fun. Okay, we're not gonna be up for all day because we get sleepy, you know. Yeah. How you feeling, babe? How you feeling? You feeling good? You ready for this? These are usually fun. These are pretty funny. It's interesting, like I said, to see as you get older and you're still in the same predicament that you was. That's crazy, because you're being too damn judgmental. I don't get it. I mean, like I said, I have children. Before I met my husband, I had children, still do. So, I mean, I could have been picky. The lady on the screen, she already started off wrong. But I could be picky, and these are older people, y'all. This lady already, her age says 59. These are older people. A 59-year-old, her attire, okay, maybe. You scroll over? It don't have to be, but I'm not cool like that. We can do it where we're at the top. The people know how to do this stuff. How about that?
I just thought you could me in before.
Okay. All right, you ready? Okay, great. Okay, Joseph, don't start doing that weird lip thing. Okay, here we go.
And I'm looking for a real one.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon.
Hi, my name is Connie. I'm going to be 70 years old.
And these are women from Atlanta. So they already got to keep up with a certain image because you're in Atlanta. The problem is you can keep up with the image, but your face and your body going to still be the same. You're growing older. You can either enjoy becoming an old woman or regret being an old woman and try to keep up with the young. like men, you know. You can enjoy your age or be like, fuck that, I ain't 40, I'm 20. No, nigga, you're 40. Okay.
And I'm looking for a real live one.
Hi, my name is Jaya. I am 51 years old and I'm looking for a real adventurous one.
Pump the balloon.
It looks
I
good
see
though.
the way you.
Hey there, hey. My name is EJ Esther James. I'm 62 years old, and I'm looking for someone from between the ages of 52 and 62 who likes to have fun. I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Juanita. I'm 65 and I'm looking for a real one.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Linda Husser. I am
Pop, pop, pop. Okay. Whew. All right.
61 years.
They looking a little something.
Look a little.
What's going on there?
This is not a good image of the old Atlanta women, bro.
That's so crazy.
Nah, they need to move to Mississippi or Alabama or something.
Years old, Gemini till I die, and
Hey, Gemini till I die.
I am looking for a real one.
Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping. They don't feel like.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. I, Pointer, am excited, elated, and ecstatic for what's about to happen today because I'm making a lot of heroes proud today. I know Usher will be specifically proud because I'm in the A. That is correct. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and it just so happens that I have some queens with me from this lovely area. Ladies, how you doing today?
Let's look at our lineup, babe. Let's look at our lineup, okay? Because I'll be there in about 25 years. I'll be there in about 35, 45, 15 years. I'll be around some of these people's age in 15 years. I'll be 50. So, this is what you'll be with. This is what I'll be. She's the Gemini. She's the Gemini right here. So, you still gonna be me? You gonna be faithful? Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Just like you.
You are gonna age, but you're gonna be 8 years younger than age you can be. You're still gonna not have as many wrinkles and
I don't think that matters.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful. These are our Atlanta goddesses that have decided to come from near and far to venture in this love.
If you guys are here, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is my hubby. No, this is her baby daddy. This is my husband. Fuck you, me. Okay. Sure.
Journey. So I'm excited. Ladies, this is how it's going to work. You have hearts in your hand. Okay, that means you're open for love. You're open to find a real one. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have single Atlanta kings. Okay, they're going to be coming in one by one. You're going to be able to check them out. You're going to be able to see what they're all about. Now, if you like what you see, and if you like what you hear, you're going to hold on to your heart. Okay. And by the end of the segment, if you still held on to it, that means that could be a real one connection. But if you don't like what you see and you don't like what you hear, you have a heartbreak device and feel free to break your heart. Then I'll walk on down and I'll ask you, what happened? Why'd you break that heart? But like I said, if you hold on to it, that's your real one. And then what happens is we will sponsor your first date, a lovely Sizzler salad bar dinner.
What? Now, this is why it's important to do right while you're young, because aging comes by default. You can't stop aging. Ain't no water of you, fountain of you. No, you're going to get old. Everything about you gets old. So embrace it. And in trying to stay young and looking like the 20-year-old, it just makes you look crazy. It makes you look crazy when you try to stay young. And yeah, embrace your age. But do right while you're young. So when you are 60, 50, 70, you don't even look your age,
Hey, y'all know that salad bar slaps, all right? So, ladies, I'm excited. Are you excited? Beautiful. Well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our first real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our first real one. Well, my first real one, come on in. I'm looking for an Atlanta king. I'm looking for a wonderful gentleman. Come on up. Come on up. How you doing, kind sir?
I'm good.
This is
Hey, I don't know. He might not.
You think he gonna walk away with somebody?
I'm pretty sure he might. Most of them up there, black women.
Yeah. Some black women will go for the white man because they feel like he got the money.
Looking like that.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Let's see.
about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. Would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Vince Miraboli. My age is old enough, and I am an Uber driver.
Very good. Okay, tell us this. What makes you a real one?
Take heed, nobody's popped yet. Nobody's popped yet.
But they old. At least gotta hear everything out.
So when you hit a certain age, you gotta hear somebody out, bro. Ain't nobody. Okay. And then he didn't even reveal his age. That's feminine. He said old enough.
Oh,
That's feminine, bro. Reveal your mother freaking age, bro. Come on, man. We can tell you bald and you up there about maybe like, I can't tell white people age.
Could just be 40.
He could just be 40. That's why I said I can't really tell white people age.
I guess what makes me a real one is that what I'm looking for in a relationship is, someone I can really spend time with, someone I can talk to. Looks don't matter to me. It's like if we can't talk, if we can't have a real conversation, then what are we doing? Right?
Interesting. Okay. Now you kind of said it, but what are you? So that's what you're looking for in a real one. What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real?
What makes you a catch?
I guess the fact that that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Anything else? Are you honest? Are you genuine?
I am absolutely honest and genuine. That
That's not a good response. What makes him a real one? Yeah.
Because I'm looking for what?
He trying to play somebody, bro.
Make no sense.
I'm looking for a real one, so I'm a real one. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The number one thing that matters to me is that we can have a conversation. Is that we can be completely open with each other. We're not hiding things. We're not keeping things from each other.
Okay, very interesting. It hasn't happened to you, maybe not. I don't want to say yet, but it hasn't happened. It's a good thing. There's heartbreakers in relationships. There's deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
I mean, just keeping on theme here, just like if you're keeping secrets mainly, it's like if you
well, then you need to pop on all their balloon because they definitely lying to you. Ain't not one of these black women attracted to this white guy. Only thing they see is money. I'm telling you. They see a support system. They see when they hungry, he gonna go and get them some food. That's what they see. Ain't nobody being like, ooh, I'm gonna show my mama this man.
This one might be. This one might get me in some hot water. I don't like makeup. I'm not big on makeup. Yeah, nope, absolutely. Because it's number one, it gets messy. Like it's.
He talking about like he don't put it on before.
Now I'm just saying like a woman that wears a lot of makeup is liable to get on your clothes, like hugging and stuff. I feel like that's what you trying to say.
It's all over your face and stuff. It doesn't yeah. Hey, no, I know that's not popular. Hey, no, I'm being honest.
Okay, we do.
So you're old enough and you're concerned about a woman's makeup, but you're trying to find love. What's up, Reese? What's up, young Reese? Man, come on, man. I'm trying to find love. I'm not trying to find whose makeup don't get on my clothes. And especially when you hit this age, you look like this. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I mean, okay.
We do appreciate the honesty. We'll find out why those hearts disappeared in a moment. But tell us this, for fun, what do you like to do for fun?
No, she.
I do like to do like local theater and stuff like that. Last year I volunteered at a Renaissance festival. It was.
You like local theater, but you don't like makeup. But the women with the local theater, they all wear makeup. Okay, whatever. What's up, young Reese? Can you hear me?
Oh, no, sorry. Hey, sorry, I forgot I was on mute. Goddamn, sorry.
Baby, young Reese is one of my biggest supporters outside of Mr. Watson. So just to introduce you, Reese, Mr. Watson,
Hey.
Reese.
What up?
Hey.
He said, hey. All right.
Nice to meet
You gonna watch Pop the Balloon with us?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Are you turning down a woman at the age of 50 because she wears makeup?
Actually, that just depends though. If you wear makeup, that's one thing though. It's just mostly about the personality, the face, and the characteristics. If you fit my criteria, I'm okay with the makeup pop, but I prefer less makeup though. I'm not gonna turn it down I'm not gonna turn down the makeup part, depending if you fit my criteria. If you don't, though, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Because it's more than it's more than that, though, man. It's the spiritual aspects too.
That's how I feel. And this is okay, but I mean, to each his own. To each his own. But at this age, and I'm looking for love, makeup is something that can be talked about further down the line. I'm not going to get my chances popped on because I'm already talking about if you wear makeup, I don't want to be with you. Come on, man. But okay. All right, let's go.
It was very fun. Did some stage combat. Swung a big axe around. It was cool.
Very interesting.
But yeah, no, I work out. I play video games. Just stuff that most other people do.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, we did get
your self-esteem is shot right now.
What type of workouts you doing?
He ain't doing no work exactly. Come on, man.
I like to work out.
Yeah, you don't. Stop playing.
Just a few broken hearts. Let's walk forward and figure out what happened. So take a step forward with me, and we'll figure out what happened here. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Oh, hi. My name is Jaya. I'm 51 years old. And I really liked what you said about communication and being honest, because those are things that are very important to me as well. But I do enjoy wearing makeup from time to time. I don't wear it every day, but I do enjoy it. And I do enjoy maybe sometimes getting messy. So that's why I didn't think it would be a connection.
Yeah, and yeah.
Plus, makeup is a girl thing. Even when your daughter is young, you know what I'm saying? You give her a little makeup box. So telling a grown woman, I don't like wearing makeup, it's just like saying, I'm taking away a part of you. I mean, like, I don't wear makeup at all. But if I wanted to wear makeup, who are you to tell me not to? Come on, man.
Yeah, that point though. My mom doesn't wear makeup as much. My mom is all natural most of the time. The only time she'd ever wear makeup is if we went out to a special occasion, or if it's a wedding though. Like if a family member, if she knew somebody who has a wedding or whatever, then she'll wear the makeup stuff, like little bit of the lipstick makeup stuff. My mom would do that. But my mom does not need makeup though. She naturally good though.
But imagine when she wants to go out and her boyfriend says, nah, don't put that on. Nah, man, I ain't feeling all that. I'm not feeling it. But okay. What's up?
Okay, that's one thing. Yeah, you got a point. On her, yeah, I can see where you're coming from though.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Josh? Thanks for joining the stream. We're just having a couple's reaction to Pop the Balloon, our favorite one. The other one's cool, but we like to laugh. So that's all we're doing today. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys support your girl. Make sure you hit the like. Okay. Talking about baby mama. I got a whole husband over here. Fuck you, me. All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't begrudge anyone who's into makeup, but it's like I just don't like it. So
yes.
Could he have been your type if it wasn't for the makeup comment?
No.
Maybe not.
Okay. Why not?
I usually go for really tall men who are very sure of themselves and probably not into video games at this point.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She seems all right.
All right. Let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, why you broke your
Right.
Linda Husser, 61. He broke my heart because he could not really definitively say what made him a real one. So for me, that signals that he isn't as confident as I would like my men to be. And the makeup thing, as you can see, the face is beat.
It's good. She killed it.
Even though you said you don't like it get messy, sex can be messy. So are we just supposed to be frigid in the bed and not really
put a towel down, you know?
Okay. Well, hello.
No. Now, if he hadn't mentioned some of the
Old people freaky. They out there talking about sex. We don't want to hear what your 61-year-old stuff looking at in the bed.
those things, could he be your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
He said he works out.
Wow. Wow. She gonna call him out. That's crazy.
Wow. Nah, it's straight violation. Where he working at the restaurant or something?
Support the shoe. Joshua says support the shoe. Okay. Support the shoe.
Why, you don't believe me?
I don't believe him.
Why not?
Never mind. Is she someone that's your type?
No,
Okay, why not?
the makeup.
Oh, okay. I mean, she killed it. Okay, it's just not your thing. All right, she looked good to me. All right, let's go forward to this next lovely lady. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, my name is Esther. You call me EJ. I'm 62. And I just popped my balloon because she said about how honest he is, but he wouldn't share his age. I didn't want to share my age, but I did.
You're a real one.
I'm a real one.
I want to make people comfortable. I don't want anyone that's not, but you said you're old enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm old enough for, pretty much anything other than, I don't know, retiring.
Okay. And he might be close. I don't know.
That's unattractive, bro. That's unattractive. Again, you know what I'm saying, Reese? A woman likes a man that shows confidence, even if he's an ugly duck. The fact that you're talking about I don't want to reveal my age kind of comes off as, like predator. It comes off as predator. So come on, man.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're getting at. I mean, by looking at him, don't know it, he looks like he's the father of 2 kids, though. Literally, the way he looked, though, looks like he's the father of 2 kids or something like that, man. Even if he got no kids, though, he gives off that look, man. Middle-aged type thing, though, maybe.
Hey, exactly. I know some good-looking fathers of 2, but they don't look like him. He's just not confident. He look like if you took his underwear off, there'd be some poo-poo stains in there. But you got the nerve to say something about somebody's freaking makeup. Come on, man. And like she said, the age, reveal your age. What's wrong with that? Confidence. And then don't lie and tell me you like to work out.
Oh, God. What do you say about that?
No, I doubt that, though. If he said workout, he probably goes to a restaurant and eats like 5 pieces of the same order. That's where I'm getting it from. He likes to eat a lot. That's what I'm getting from him. I ain't shaming that, though.
Man, he didn't say anything. When she said the workout, he just laughed at it. Come on, man. Let's be for real.
I don't know how balling he is. If he had have said his age, could he be your type?
Possibly.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Black women gonna give y'all a chance. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Y'all cannot have that much money, not have the best job title, and you could be going through things in life. We still gonna give you a chance. So, but yeah, I could take. I would say I can't take him home to my mama, but my mama, this would be her type right here. As long as he got some caucus on his skin, she fine. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I could see it.
Okay. Let's take a step forward to this queen. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, my name is Carlita. I'm 59 years old, and you kind of remind me of my nephew. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You're nice looking too, but
Thank you.
you're giving nephew vibes to me.
Okay, so if he wasn't giving nephew vibes, he could be your type.
It's a strong. He's giving nephew vibes.
Too strong.
This shows the most compliments he's ever received in his life. But that's what Black women will do for you. We will make y'all feel good.
No, that's why I agree with that. That's what actually attracts me to him a lot. They got that. That's why I said they're special, but they got that aura though that pretty much attracts everybody, I guess. I know that.
You bring home a Black woman, your mom gonna be shook.
No, my mom don't mind the race. She just basically only cares about the faith and respects my decisions, though.
Okay.
But that's what my mom's like, though. I told my grandmother, that I wanted to marry a Black woman. She kind of agreed with me on that, though.
What?
No, she literally, I told her one time that I talked about that with my family, and I said, look, this is what I want, though. And they're like, okay. I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want. I respect that. She actually knows what's up.
Okay,
so you've actually seen them around.
That look like that 12 statue. They're gonna be okay with that?
They're cool with that. It's just mostly the faith aspect as well. But then I also explained, like, look, I don't mind my own people. It's just I prefer though I'd marry someone I'd like. I want to keep my options open though. Just because me and that person share the same everything, don't mean we're fit for each other. I'm not putting that negative thing though, but it's actually true though. I'm willing to keep my options open, and I know what I like though. So
I can dig that, Reese. Okay. Okay, let me try to.
Yeah, because it's true though, because the results for me is the same no matter who I choose. That's just how it is though. We humans though, man. Results is the same. All I have to that's just how I basically see it. Results is the same. It's just what I put out is what I get back. So that's just what I like to view it. The universal thing for me.
I could dig that. I could dig that for sure. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
It might be your nephew, man. Who your daddy? Who your mama? Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Okay, let's take a step forward to this queen. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
My name is Connie. I'll be 70 in August.
Hey.
I think you're a little young because most men that are confident enough, they would definitely state their age.
There we go.
And I don't want to date someone my son's age. So I just have to skip that one. Yes.
Fair enough.
If he was a little older looking, maybe, and older.
You said he probably like 40, babe.
For real, because they like almost 60.
These women are over 60.
That's what I'm saying. They probably like 40.
Wow. I'd probably say he's like mid 40, late 40, I guess. I ain't hating no, but that's the way he gives, the way he looks though, the way his hairline, everything, man. I ain't hating on that.
but as a man, I don't understand why y'all want to hide y'all age unless you're trying to get with a younger girl and you just don't want her to be like 40. That's the only thing I can think about is if you try to keep your options open for younger women. Because I mean that's just me. That's just me.
No, that probably makes sense though, in a way. Or probably that if he's insecure about his age, he's probably like, got some regrets though. I'm probably the way he's giving off the real reason he won't give his age. It's not just because the younger thing. You got your point and you're right in some way. I feel like he's just a bit insecure about himself. I feel some part of him feels regret for not basically fulfilling part of his life. I ain't hating on that, and I gotta be careful what I say, or I can end up in the same position. But observing from the outside looking in, that's what he gives off.
Yeah, just be more confident. Confidence is key. You can be as ugly as Papa the Sailor Man, but that confidence that he has makes him like, okay. All right, let's go.
On the ID, could he be your type?
Possibly, but he has to have that strong confidence to show up for.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Not particularly. The hair dye is just another form of makeup, to be honest.
What?
He is tripping. Even Poindexter's like, oh wow, bro, you're gonna be single till you're 70. You're gonna be back. You're gonna be back by hair dye.
Wow, hair dye really though? That comment, nah, man, he out of line though. I understand why you want to do hair dye though, because some people don't want to show their grace. I can understand that. I know my grandmother and stuff like that. She older though, but both my grandmother and my mother basically dye their hair. Yeah, they have some white in their hair, but they want to dye it, and I respect that, man. I mean, if that's what makes you feel happy, go for it.
I just don't think he like black women at this point because he talk about makeup and hair dye. Yeah, I just don't think he's attracted to black women. But okay.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's take a step forward to this final queen here. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, I'm Juanita. I'm 65, and you're too young for me. You look like my son.
He ages well because he said he's old enough.
I don't think he's old enough for me. I'm 65. No.
But you made it clear you're willing to date an older queen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Age is no problem for me.
Okay. Okay. Could she be your type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see it.
All right. Let's take a step back. I want to scale the horizon of real ones because it looks like all of the hearts were broken. But ladies, he still came out. Can we clap it up for this real one? He came from afar and he, was looking for a real one. Maybe we'll catch you next time. But I'll take that mic and you can head out the way that you came over that way. But ladies, clap it up for him one more time because that's a real one. Thank you so much for coming out. You are awesome. Thank you so much, kind sir. Well, if that is the case, let's get ready for our next.
Okay, so what we can learn our lesson on this guy is to have confidence. Have confidence. That's the sexiest thing.
I can agree to the confidence bit. Of course, I agree with you 100%. But also remember to be level headed while you're confident too. Yes, have confidence. Yes, have confidence in yourself. Yes, give yourself some credit. But also learn to humble yourself too, though. Because
Yeah,
some people, though, who are overconfident, though, can, be trapped in their own delusion sometimes, though.
this is true.
That's why I can be confident, but I'm also trying to be level headed, though.
Yeah, you gotta be humble while you're confident as well. But you still gotta have some confidence if you want you a good woman. So, all right.
Next
Next,
real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one with my next Atlanta King. Come on in and sing if possible. If not, just tell us who you are. Hello there, kind sir.
Hello, ladies.
Step back towards me, kind sir. How you doing
like
today?
Ray Charles.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful. Would you tell these queens your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Mr. Turner, and I'm 50. I'm 64, and I'm in the hospitality industry.
Beautiful. Okay. Would you share with them what makes you a real one?
I'm looking for somebody who I can love.
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody who
Okay.
knows how to be loved. I'm looking for me a grandmother.
A grandmother.
Okay. Grandmas know how to love. They really do. Now, you shared what are you looking for, but what makes you
Okay.
a real one? What makes you a catch?
I'm real.
Okay.
I'm sincere. I know what I want. I know who I am. I don't want to be with someone who's been where I was. I want someone that can take me to the place where I need to be.
He preaching. Wow, he put a little rhyme. He put a little rhythm to it. Okay, very good. Now, as it hasn't happened to you, which is a great thing, but in relationships there are heartbreak.
To me, what he sound like is, don't come to my life trying to change me. I am who I am, woman. You like it or you don't. You take it or you leave it. That's just the attitude he gave off to me. What you think?
Like, he was just saying who he is.
Okay. But if you translate that into a relationship,
But that's not who he asked. He asked what makes you a real. And he just gave him the attributes that he feel like makes him a real.
okay.
I don't think he was trying to say nobody could change me, but
Okay.
I don't know.
See, I'm very particular with words. You gotta say the right words to me. If anything comes off as aggressive, I'm unattracted. It turns me off. That's just me. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I get that. But
Breakers.
probably the
Deal
way he
breakers.
communicated that, you got a point on that.
Yeah. But that's just me. I'm too sensitive. I'll cry easy. Don't come. Yeah.
We call them red flags. What are things you don't
I see
tolerate?
what you mean. I agree with you. Even with me, I'm hypersensitive in a way, though. Basically, in some way, I know I'm a guy, but that's just how it is with me. I can't help that though. Sometimes I'm just kind of made that way, though. I mean, sometimes depending on a person's tone, though, the way they talk to me, of course, I'll start to tear up in a way, depending how you do it, though. I don't mind the person speak how you want to speak, but depends on what you say to me, because I can take so much until I literally tear up, though. I can't take it no more.
Yeah. Now my husband, he be a little sensitive too, but it's okay. Let's go.
A woman who does not like dogs.
What?
Gotta like
What?
dogs. Sorry, ladies. Because
We're passing up on love because you don't like a dog. Do you see what I'm saying, though, babe? Do you know how great love is? You know how good the partnership is. Just to have somebody there to have your back when you don't want to cook, they got you. And if you want to cook, they'll eat your food even if they don't like it. So start a family. Love is so great. Why are you passing it up over little stuff? Little stuff.
Okay, I'll be honest. I get you on that, though. I mean, for me, I don't like a dog, though. I don't mind dogs. I just want the dog to stay away from me because I'm afraid of them. Not because I've got nothing against them, though. I just want them to be away from me because I was chased by a dog as a kid, though. I ain't hating on people who got a dog. If you got a dog, that's fine. Just keep the dog away from me.
So if you found this great woman and y'all loved each other, she really like you, man, but she has a dog. Are you going to try to find someone else because you can't be around her?
No, I'll be okay with her though. I'll try and make it work. I'll be like, look, if you got a dog, that's fine though. But just, find a way to keep the dog away from me. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna basically stop that. I'm just like, look, if you have a dog, it is what it is, but just keep the dog away from me. I can make it work with you. If you like your dog, that it is what it is, man. Just, that's what makes you happy, and I'm gonna work with that. Just basically, I just gotta say, I'm just not into. I just prefer certain things a certain way. I can make things work and adjust. Not really selfish like that. I can adjust to a situation.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Me and Dexter, we're we're a team.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Gotta love Dexter.
and you must not be a Christian, but have a relationship with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. A relationship.
Oh, I knew he was a preacher. I could tell. I knew he was preaching. Okay. All right. Okay. Any others? You might just narrow.
Come off a little aggressive. That's it. He just comes off aggressive. As a 64-year-old man, you should know that most women don't like that aggression. You got to talk to us tender. You want to compromise with your lifestyle. You need to be able to come in and compromise with ours. I mean, I've never been in a relationship, a good, healthy relationship, where it's my way or no way. You come into a relationship and you come into an understanding with each other. But he's just coming off a little bit too aggressive, and that's just a huge turnoff.
Narrow it out like this. You got any other deal breakers?
I just want to be somebody that can love me and I can love them back.
Okay.
But you gotta love the way that they want to be loved. You can't love someone the way that you feel like they should be loved. Like I understand. Husband's my husband. I'm me, and he's a good lover. But there are certain ways that I want to be loved, and there are certain ways that he want to be loved. So if I'm loving him the way that I think he should be loved, that's not going to work. Because he's going to be like, hey, this is not what I like ultimately. I like yada, yada, yada. And vice versa. Yeah, you might like to, I don't know. But that's not what I like. I like yada, yada, yada. So I understand you want to be loved, but are you willing to love someone the way that they want to be loved?
Yeah,
For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
There are so many different things. We don't have enough time. I like to travel. I like to sing. I'm an actor. I like to exercise. I just like to laugh.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, we did get a few broken hearts. You still got one left, but I want to figure out why these hearts were broken. So take a step in for me, and we're going to figure out what happened. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hello, good sir. My name is Jaya.
Hello.
Hello. I'm 51 years old. And I liked everything you said, everything about traveling and having fun and loving the right person the right way and being loved in return. It's two things for me. I'm big on looking people in the eyes, and I couldn't see your eyes. There you go. That's better. You're very handsome.
Thank you.
But I'm not a churchgoer. I don't subscribe to organized religion. I am a very spiritual person, but I don't have a relationship like you described.
Okay.
And that was
Thank you for being honest.
But no, I think you'll do well.
She's a real one. If he hadn't mentioned those things, you said he could be your type?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Is she someone?
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Very good. Let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Linda Husser, 61. You broke my heart when you started talking about those dogs. I'm allergic to dogs. Literally, I break out in hives.
Oh.
And so they seemed like that's a deal breaker for you.
It really is.
And I respect that. I respect that you have your what you love and what you don't like. I really like that. I do think you could be a little bit, have a little bit more flexibility, but you're 64 and you made it this far. You're nice and chocolate, which is a good thing, but the dogs, if it wasn't for the dogs.
There's all kind of medication you can take. But the only reason that I said that is because
well, first off, Poindexter just said he crazy. Yes, you want me to take medication so I can be close to your dog? That's what I'm saying. He's a little controlling.
Yeah.
Well,
That is weird. I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, it's all type of medications you can take.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nah, you can't come into a relationship demanding stuff. That's just not how that works.
the dog fur on me, when I get near you, if you're allergic to the dog, you're going to have a situation. You never even have to see the dog, but He's still on me.
Want to take some medication?
I'm thinking about it.
I can come back because we do heart transplants. We do heart transplants for hearts to come back. So we'll see, but we'll go forward.
Said that. I feel like he kind of fighting for us.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
You feel like he fighting for you. Nah, see, y'all see us women, we suckers too. We suckers.
We'll see what happens. Let's take a step forward. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
EJ, I'm 62, and you broke my heart because of the dog situation too. But I meant to ask, are they large dogs, more than one, or small?
It's one dog. He's 60 pounds. That's my boy. I love him.
And you said,
who you trying to go to bed with? The dog or the woman? Come on now.
The fur all on you.
Well, I mean, he's all in my house, in my car. He's everywhere I go. I exercise with him.
How old is he?
He fell into my lap. He was about to be executed. And
He's
I
up in the age.
didn't want him. No, he's still a young dog. He's like maybe 4.
Oh, he's young. I'm thinking he might be like 15 on his last leg.
Ready for him to go, huh?
The way he make it sound is that this dog is so dear to him that he's willing to choose a dog over a woman. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
don't kill off Dexter.
It might only be another year.
Could have worked it out.
Right.
If it wasn't for the dog, could he be your type?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're the right age.
All right, let's take a step forward.
Oh, look what he said. Look how he made the other woman feel. Look.
And you're the right age.
Look.
All right, let's take a step forward.
That's that Gemini, man. Like, first you make me feel good, now you complimenting the next woman. Nah, fuck that heart. Keep that.
Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, Carlita. I'm 59.
Hi, Carlita.
Sorry. I mean, you look real good and
Thank
everything. It just wasn't a physical attraction immediately. You came in with your glasses on. We really couldn't see behind the
That
canvas.
was part of the game.
I know.
Playing games at
Okay.
64.
But you're a nice looking man.
Thank you.
Very well put together.
Thank you.
He could be your type.
Well, absolutely.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, I'm Connie. I'll be
Connie.
70. Hi, I'll be 70 in August. You broke my heart because of the dogs. I don't particularly care for dogs. I like other people's dogs, but if you and I were in a relationship,
It seems like he gonna have to make a decision. It seems like it's either the dog or the woman.
Yeah, I mean, like he said you didn't even gotta see the dog.
He said,
She was just allergic.
but the dog, like he said, the dog's always in his car. The dog's in his house. They're gonna see this dog. And if you find the perfect woman for you, you're gonna let her go because of this dog. Because when I first met you, I loved cats.
Yeah.
And you weren't big on no cats.
I didn't hate them.
You didn't hate them, but you weren't big on them. Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be with this woman because I ain't never had no cat.
No, that's the same with me. I'm not big on dogs or cats, and I don't dislike them, but I don't like them either. I just prefer, not to have them around me. I don't mind if they're distance away or if I'm thin or if other people are like, I ain't gonna take that away from them. Me personally, I'm not really big on them like that though. I can respect that. Okay, look, you got what you got. That's up to you. It's up to you what you want. But me personally, that's not my thing though. And I don't really want them around me that close.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anything is by luck. I think everything happens for a reason. And I feel like a lot of these people end up on these shows together. Some of them could have been a perfect match. God definitely had, I'm going to have this person here and this person here. But we mess up our own chances by going by what we want versus good for us. I mean, sometimes we're just too damn picky. I mean, I love being loved and held in the middle of the night. I'm not gonna go into a situation being too picky. I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna work and see what I can do. Cause I'll get rid of that damn dog. For real. I get rid of the damn dog, man. If I could have someone here by my side every day versus someone licking my face, and my woman can lick my face. You know what I'm saying? My woman can show me happiness. I'm not gonna pass up on love because of a damn dog, or she's wearing makeup. She got color in her hair. That's crazy.
I would have to be at your
Yeah, I
home at
can
some
agree
given
with you
time.
on
And yeah,
that. When a woman start coloring her hair, that's different though. I mean, if she color her hair, that's different though. I don't believe when a guy's a color his hair, nah, man, that's different though. I can agree with you on that though.
Yeah, for sure. Ouch.
yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. But you are an attractive man. I
Thank
love the
you.
way you speak. You seem like you have a lot of life in you.
I
So,
do, baby.
oh my God.
You ready to go?
Yeah, that's probably a sorry.
It's okay. Are you allergic to dogs?
No.
Well, he got a kennel. He can stay in his kennel.
Starting to rethink what he said about this dog.
He said you ain't gotta keep it.
But when he was up there, he was like, "You gotta love dogs. You don't want no dog. You don't want me."
Yeah, I can agree.
Now he's starting to realize, damn, I done miss out on all these brown sugar queens, man, because I mentioned how much I love my dog.
Well, I it's not just that
Well,
only. I probably agree with you on the communication style as well. The way his tone is and the way he spoke. It's one thing that okay, look, this is what I think, but the way they don't really like the way he spoke.
Exactly. It came off a little bit too stern. It didn't come off as we can work together. It was just straightforward. So it's like pop in. If this how you feel, I can't work with it.
oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Are you thinking about a heart transplant too? Man, we got some organ donors coming out today.
He's somebody I think I probably could mesh with very well.
We'll see what happens. I don't want to. I like connections, so we'll see what happens. But
Wonderful.
let's go to this lovely lady. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hi, I'm Juanita. I'm 65 years old,
Ooh,
and you're in the medical field, so I mean you're caring.
I am.
But when you walked up with the shades, I wanted to see an eye contact first. So that was a no for me, and I am a Christian, so
Well,
okay,
you see my eyes
first.
now.
Okay. I do.
Well, he's a Christian. He's a Christian too, right? Well,
Yeah.
well, you said not the title, but
I'm into it, so that's
That's
what keeps
good.
me going.
That's good. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I'm looking for her
Okay.
that can help me get to where I need to be. Because
Okay.
only God knows where I need to go.
Exactly. He
You know,
knows.
Well, why wait till 64?
Mm.
Always say that like people tend to be single when they 60.
Why did it take you 64 years though? Why did it take you, let's not even say 64. Let's say you start dating at 20. Why did it take you 44 years to now want to settle down?
He didn't say he didn't want to settle down
Hmm.
If you on the show, you want to settle down, right?
because he ain't
Hmm.
love in them streets.
In 44 years, where has your focus been?
Ain't no telling.
That damn dog. For sure.
Those
a
are
woman
paths.
can help you
No,
get to
either
where you
his
need to
dog
be.
or either his
preacher. Okay,
money.
you just got. I got.
Oh, what you say, Rick?
I'd probably think either the dog or either his money though. Probably been focusing on that money though.
And that's something negative too. Actually, the Bible speaks of that. That's one of Adam's curses, is to work and work and work and receive nothing from it. That is one of man's curse. So you're right. It could have been, I'm chasing my money. And you still ain't got nowhere with your money because you didn't understand your curse.
Yeah, but I think it's also though with God as well. That it's not that God did not make us though to just basically yes we worship Him solely though, but He's not like basically to overdo it though. The entire purpose that we're made here for is balance though. God actually wants you to actually live your life. It's not just like okay, look, yes it's to worship, yes it's to do all the things that you need to do to make God happy, but at the same time He wants you to live your own life as well. It would balance though, because you know what happened on Judgment Day. On Judgment Day, God is gonna ask you about how you lived your life though, not just basically how you lived your life according to Him. How do you spend your life though?
Yeah. I mean, remember the last words on Judgment Day is, "Good job, my good and faithful servant." So if you're trying to serve money, you're not going to make it. And this
Yeah, because
before looking
you
for
have
love.
a point. Yeah, you have a point. So basically, like the question the angels will ask you is, "Who's your God and who is the man sent to you?"
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Got a Bible for you.
I'm
okay.
not a preacher.
But you are well dressed, man. Well spoken.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Let me just check in with my two queens. Do you want a heart transplant?
It's considerable.
I'm gonna ask maybe one of our wonderful ops to go get a not ops bad, but operator to go get a balloon. But let me ask, do you want a heart transplant?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Because I don't want Dexter.
Nah, because as a Gemini, you focus on me and you focus on me. You don't sit there and tell her, oh, you know, she my type, you the right age. She messed it up with her. When she looked down, he messed it up.
I don't want to come between you and Dexter.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And I just respect that you know what you want.
Yeah.
Because so many people out here wishy-washy. You like, look, it's me, the dog, and God. Period.
If you want to be happy, it's me, the dog, and God.
Right on.
Period.
I feel you. So I'm gonna.
You're content with them. Okay. No, but you want one. All right. Can we go get Aaliyah? Yeah, would you go grab one? Thank you so much. We're gonna pause. We ain't gonna get too much conversation going yet. But I do like heart transplants, mainly when they're successful. So we'll see if this is gonna be a success. All right, here we go. Take a step down with me. Take a step down. I'm going to do this heart transplant. And since it's just you two, we're not going to rush anything too crazy, but we want to see if a connection can be established. Let me just ask the straight up question. Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay. And is he someone that's your type? Okay. Do you have an essential question you'd like to ask him?
The thing about God, I am a churchgoer and I'm into the church. Would that be a real problem?
Why would that be a problem?
Well, because you said somebody that believes, but you indicated you didn't want them to be active.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, that's
I
fine.
need you to be active.
That's fine.
I want you to be in the choir. I want you to just be active.
I think you were saying in terms of the title, Christian, you don't have to have the title, but as long as you have a relationship with Christ.
So many people use that word Christianity and it's wrong.
Why though? Why do you think he has to see her in the choir? Why do you think she's on the deacon board to prove her love for God?
We said to prove your love for God.
Pretty much. I mean, why do you have to see her?
Yeah, but I don't think what he's saying makes sense though, because whether she does that or whether she don't, okay, look, she got that relationship. That's between her and God, not really you. Yes, of course, you might want to see that, but that's different though. You see it, but at the same time, no, that's between her and God though, not you though.
Why does she have to be as active? If she loves the Lord, that's between her and the Most High. But you,
because you're not supposed to show off what you're doing.
God, you ain't no real Christian. Watch, when they argue, he gonna throw that up in her face. You ain't no real Christian. This woman says, nah, hey, you a fake. You a woman of the devil. Watch.
What?
I guarantee you that's gonna be something he'll say to her. I don't know. And then they're probably gonna argue about we ain't going to Church of Christ. We're going to the church of the high temple. Nah, it's too many issues with him.
Nah, I can see what you mean though. And then her response is, whether I do, whether I don't, that's between me and God though. That's just what I feel. I get you now, because you're not supposed to show off though what you're doing though. And it's, let's say she did what he said though, Judgment Day though, God's not gonna see it like that though. It's gonna probably see the person though, look, yeah, you make effort. No, but God basically, he sees the effort you try and make though, or it's not just about the commitment though as well though. He sees if you're trying though, God will give you that though.
Yeah.
God will admire that.
You know what your right hand's doing, and he's too much. He's too much for me. But okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could be debatable. That's something we could.
You have a lot of people that are Christians that hate. You have a lot of Christians.
You have a lot of people that hate. Everybody that say they're Christian ain't the same.
Exactly. That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
So I'm a true believer in Jesus Christ.
That's great. That's important.
But did you have an essential question for her?
Can you keep up with me?
Yeah, I think I'm a young 70.
I'm on my job just last week. I took over 94,000 steps.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that.
Well, step on over this way. Step on over because I'm about to make this thing a connection. So you're going to be on this
About to walk away with her Papa Bear. Okay.
side of me. And then I'm just going to ask maybe two final questions. Do you have a final question for this lovely lady?
Do you have any grandchildren?
Yes, I do. I have 3 grandchildren.
Do they live with you?
No, all of them live out of state.
I have 3 grandchildren, and I just had a great grandson.
Congratulations.
And I love my
You love your
grandbabies.
grands. So you do have time though to spend with your
Yes.
significant other.
Yes.
Okay. That's
I'm
fine.
about to retire.
Okay.
I've been on my job next year for 30 years.
Okay.
And I want to buy me a Subaru Outback so we can stay on the road.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Do you have a final question for him?
Other than having time for a significant other, I think that's pretty much.
Once I quit.
Okay.
That's why I haven't been successful in a
Yeah.
relationship because I'm always working.
Right. Right.
You know, and once I retire from that place,
Sky's the limit.
I'm gonna sit back and write books and
Sounds
travel
like a plan.
Be with your queen.
and be with
All
my
right.
queen.
Do both of you feel this could be a real one connection?
I think so.
I think
For these two, we got a real one connection. How?
Woo! We got a real one connection at 64. Took me motherfucking 64 years. But okay.
Hallelujah. Let me take that mic, kind sir, and y'all carefully step off that way. Go play on that first day. Clap it up for him one more time. Oh, my goodness. I love to see it. Watch y'all step. Beautiful. All right. Well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one with my next Atlanta king. Come on in. Get down on a knee and give a ring. If it leads to that, of course. No, come on in. Oh, no, I was ready for you. Oh, he got a few jokes. Oh, come on in. How you doing?
Good.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Step in a little more for me. Would you share with us your name, your age, and what you do?
I am, my name is John Lowe. I'm a retired teacher and now I do a book narration.
Already lying. Over 50. Why won't you just say your age?
Wow.
And I'm over 50.
Very good. Okay. Would you share with these queens what makes you a real one?
A real?
That wasn't them.
Okay.
That wasn't them.
I don't think it's for me to decide. I think it's for you ladies to decide if I'm the real one, right? That's the reason you're here, right?
Well, what would you say makes you a catch, though? What makes you someone that's even here today?
Well, I do know how to be in a relationship. I was married for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife and my son live down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not very close, but close enough to keep in touch with each other.
You were married for 20 years and she had to get away from your ass. That's what they said. I don't understand, and my husband knows this. Y'all be having these 10, 20-year relationships, bro, and that shit just depletes. I don't get it because I don't get it. 20 years? 20 years?
It's a long time.
And it's over?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody probably have to. Somebody most likely cheated.
It must have been him.
He must have been paying now.
Nah, for real.
2 feet tall.
Man, it might have been some prostitutes or something. There is no way 20 years. Unless it's 20 years of abuse or lying, which is foolish to be in something that long anyways, accepting that behavior. But that's not it's commendable because, you know, commitment looks great on paper, but then it's just like, why would you just let 20 years go?
Yeah, but also the one thing I didn't like though is the way he said it though. And when he was asked the question, what makes him the real one though, the way he responded on nah, man, I can see one of them or like a few of them popped out because when he asked him why you're here and what makes you that. And he's saying it's up to them. Okay, that's fine though, but the way his tone is, man, I don't like that.
Yeah, there goes that confidence thing.
So that's all good. So I've been trained, I guess you could say.
Confidence, arrogance.
Very good.
I'd call
Okay.
that
What are you
arrogance. From observing from the outside looking in, that comes across arrogance though. I guess there's a difference between confidence and arrogance though, but at the same time, yes to have confidence, but also be level-headed though.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it.
Ooh, my ass hurt. Sure. All right.
Looking for in a lovely lady and a real one?
that's always something that hard to put a finger on. I think, once you go on a 1 to 3 dates, then you can figure out whether you're actually compatible, what you like with each other, what's going on. You talk a lot, you figure out what's going on. Obviously there should be some physical attraction. If you think the person's not physically attractive, you're obviously not going to do things with them. That's called a friend, not a relationship, right? Obviously, also you about their mind. You should have something in there, and then also about your spirit. So you should have something in there. It doesn't have to be 10 across the boards. No one is 10s across the boards, but it should be compatible.
We got pretty close though. These are, in my eyes, 10s pretty close. Okay. Now it hasn't happened to you, but in relationships there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
If you weren't born a woman, you should pop your balloon now.
I appreciate that, brother.
I respect that, man. I respect that.
If he wasn't born a woman. Okay. Nobody's born a woman, though. It starts off as a baby girl. You don't just jump into womanhood, but I get you.
So
these are natural things.
I can see what you mean.
That's
I know
something
what
that
you mean.
would definitely be a
I
deal breaker
agree
for me.
with that. Though. That's kind of similar value to me, though, in a way. That's why basically nowadays, it's not just that nowadays as well. You have to basically check the original birth certificate, I ain't gonna be too hard though, and it may sound uncomfortable, but it's true though. You have to literally check the birth certificate, like that.
Yeah. Well, dang, our baby's up. So we gotta cut this short. But,
Okay.
I like this one. I like this pop balloon. It's very intriguing because, like I said, we're over 60, over 50, and you haven't found love. I just find it as a red flag. I ain't heard none of these people say that I'm a widow. That's the thing. I ain't heard nobody say I'm a widow or they died or, something like that. You talk about you let go of a 20-year marriage. What are we talking about? You don't like makeup?
Yeah.
Man, what you got to say about it, baby? What you think?
Yeah, it'd be funny for sure. I don't really know. I feel like people can go their whole life and not find true love. So.
You're 27 and you found true love. Like, what we talk about?
But everybody don't. I was blessed enough to, everybody else is.
I don't know how. You could have been picky. You could have been like, I don't want no woman with kids. You could have been like that.
Yeah, I know I could have, but where we live in today, just because you got kids don't mean you're not a good person. So it's like,
right?
Why pass up a good woman that has kids to go look for a woman that don't have morals?
Right.
Nothing that I really want.
Why pass up on something good for something over something small? Look at the great that you received versus passing up on me because of something small. I'm just saying. I don't know. I've dated illegal immigrants. Hell, what do I know? Clearly, I give anybody a chance. So, what about you, Reese? What do you think about what you've seen so far?
Say what you mean, though, and you got a point, though. Yeah, you're right, though. But I think, I see what you mean, though. You're right, though. It's just like that guy that we saw. The other thing I didn't like, though, that's not for me, though. From the outside looking in, though, the way he spoke, I did not like that, though. And I can actually tell, they didn't like it either, the way he spoke.
Yeah. Sometimes you can come off too aggressive and you can lose everything. But we gotta go, and I might be back later. See me on somebody's panel.
Okay.
Just know when you find love, don't pop the balloon. All right, see y'all later.
All right, see you.
Sorry.
I get high off your love. I don't know how to be.